Hi everybody, my name is Julio Cobian. I am a mortgage advisor that loves to cook, and today I'm going to be making some chile rellenos for you guys, and I'm here to share my story and my tricks and just my love for this beautiful Mexican dish that just fills my heart up. You usually use a poblano pepper. The first step that I did is I charred them. So you can probably see there. The reason I love chile relleno so much is because it gives me everything that I love. You know, I love spicy food, I love the texture of peppers, and I love cheese. I am obsessed with cheese. Quesadillas, as simple as they are, they're probably my favorite all-time dinner. And for me, chile rellenos just reminds me again of home. Tijuana, San Diego, and just cooking them. They were such a treat, you know, whenever there was chile rellenos, everybody was really excited because they're a lot of work. For me, it's fun, it's worth it to share with somebody, and my sister-in-law is gonna come to try them out, so I'm making them with extra love. So a lot of my cooking I learned from my mom. I'm gonna tell you what I did not learn from my mom. I did not learn how to make chile rellenos or tamales. My mom, even though she loves to cook, she doesn't like to do things that are they're like a lot of work. She usually would just pay for somebody to make them for us. Let's start with the first step of doing this recipe, which is going to be cleaning the pepper. So this is a lot of work, but again, it can be fun. I just use a knife and I start peeling it. A lot of people use water because they think it's easier to just remove all the skin. I don't like that. I think it just takes away from the flavor. So I just do it the old-fashioned way. One of the things that I remember every time that I make chile rellenos is my aunt. Like, always nice to hear from her, know that she's doing good. When she used to pick me up from San Diego, from my parents' house, and she would cross me through the border, not just me, but my niece and my nephew sometimes. Can you just imagine this lady with 3 kids, one on each hand, just running around downtown TJ and getting us to the house. And I remember this very specific time where we stopped and she got me some churros in downtown TJ, and it was really, really cold. And one of her neighbors actually came out and she made us an atole. And till this day, I think that was the most delicious atole I've ever had in my whole life. It was quite delicious. So here you go. It's really easy. When you char them, you gotta cover them in plastic, let them sweat is what we call them. You wanna be very, very clean about it. You wanna make sure that you get the whole skin out. I don't know if it's ever happened to you when you go to the restaurant and you have a pepper and they're like crispy or the texture is just not right. That's because that place got a little lazy with this step and they didn't clean them the right way. So, all right, so I cleaned up all my peppers. They're all nice and clean now. So the next step is I am going to stuff them with cheese. So we're gonna cut it in half. Now I usually use a spoon. It's pretty easy to just get the seeds out. You don't want them in there when you stuff the cheese first because they don't really add any value or any flavor. So it really doesn't make any sense to keep the seeds in there. Now here it is. It's nice and clean. No more seeds. And now we're gonna stuff it with some cheese. I'm not shy with it either because like I said, I love cheese. And I want to taste the cheese. So I'm still using toothpicks, so that way I can kind of secure the cheese. There you go. I'm gonna do the rest. All right, so I just finished stuffing all the peppers. The next things that I'm gonna do is I'm going to make the batter. I'm going to use 7 eggs. I'm gonna put 4 egg whites and then 3 yolks. We're gonna blend until it creates this like foamy, sticky kind of texture. Okay, so let's try this again. See how it's more solid now? You can even kind of So we're pretty much ready to go. So we're ready to start our chiles rellenos. So we're gonna use some vegetable oil. The pan is really hot already. So I wanna make sure that it's a nice coat. So make sure you coat the whole pan. So with the chile relleno. So we can, once you have it, there you go. Everybody nowadays is talking about the Dreamer Loan, and it is a great program. It helps a lot of first-time home buyers buy homes that without it maybe they couldn't buy. And I want to share a great success story that I have with this program. My clients that I met in October of 2022, they came to meet me. Unfortunately, they weren't ready, but I did give them a plan. I told them, hey, we need to work more hours. We need to save up some cash, work on your credit. When they left the meeting, I'm gonna rinse my hands real quick. So when they left the meeting, they were really sad, a little disappointed. But getting them ready, getting them prepared, guess what? The Dreamer Loan came in and they were ready to go. They had good credit, they got a raise, they were ready to move in. And within probably a month, remember, the Dreamer Loan ran out really, really quick. So they had everything ready, they went for it, and now they're living their dream and they're in their house. And I still talk to them. They've actually invited me for over 4 carne asadas. They've been pleasant and very nice. But yeah, it's about talking to me when the time is right, making sure that you're ready to go, because when it's ready, a lot of people are gonna want it. So I'm almost done with my chiles rellenos. I'll come back and I'll show you how I paid it.